What is gaming, gamers? Welcome back to another episode of Can We Beat the Bazaar Without Spending Gold? I am going to do something slightly different. I'm going to play some Dually. I was thinking about playing some Pig because Pig I think is pretty decent at the moment, given everything that's changed recently. All the cooldowns have basically decreased a lot, which is beneficial for Pig, but also still, even with all the cooldowns kind of dropped, there's a lot of Vanessas running around that are just like running like one-shot, one-weapon builds. I've either got critical core or armored core. I did just say that having some sort of defense with Pig is usually really good. Having some sort of defense with Dually may be pretty good, so let's take this one for free. 12 income. 12 income would be crazy. 12 gold, 3 income, and still all the same sort of stuff. So if we can get an enchanted item that shields... We did. We got an enchanted item that shields and hastes. And this says double value. This is useless. This deals 4 damage every shot. This Turbo Wallace. Sign me up, I guess. Dually's a bit in a weird spot at the moment. I don't see too many of him. And if I do see them, they're always way at the top. I assume... Here we go. Strange mushroom here. I assume that it's because of the massive influx of new players. That's crazy for us. Not right now, but it will be in the future. Can we get a... Oh, duct tape would go really well as well. Oh, come on. Give me the duct tape. Yeah, there it is. I want to see that. I want to see that on my board in between these two fine gentlemen. And we would be off to an amazingly good start. Already, these two items together, this will always give items to the right of its shield, and if we use any item to the left of it, it charges. It's essentially, if you haven't seen Dually gameplay yet and you're watching this video, here's a quick rundown. All of his cores do something slightly different, but most of them also do something very similar, where on the items to the right of it, they will give them a benefit, and items to the left of it will give the core a benefit. So if you use items to the left of it, usually it'll charge the core. If you use the core, it'll give everything to the right of it a bonus. In this case, the armored core gives everything to the right of it more shield. Every time we use Wallace, it'll haste an item, either itself or the core. We did not get the duct tape, which is very sad. We also have a friend, so we can get some experience. But yeah, so your gameplay essentially is we want a bunch of stuff that shields over on the right hand side of the core, and then we want a bunch of stuff that runs really quickly over on the left hand side of the core. Tiny Fairy Monster is probably pretty good for us because we want experience so that we can get this Crusher Claw out on the field as soon as possible. Let's grab this Play Hide and Seek for 1 experience. We can upgrade the core, or we could get some scrap. I think upgrading the core's fine. Upgrading Wallace would also be probably pretty good. This benefits all of our shield items, but we don't have any major shield items yet. Let's upgrade Wallace, simply because we have the Crusher Claw, which deals damage based on the highest shield that we have, and upgrading Wallace increases the amount of shield he gains every time that we use him. I'm going to put this medkit out on the field just for shits and gigs mainly, and let's go into our first fight against Bulba Natto. I'm feeling pretty good about this run so far. Feeling pretty good. This Pig probably will just destroy me. Toxic Yo-Yo with Flail. I mean, the Toxic Yo-Yo literally doesn't do anything. That's a really feels bad for you, my friend. And it doesn't get any damage increase at all. So I think we clear this guy, no questions asked. Which is great. It's an awesome start for us. It'll really depend on how much shield we gain because he does have more health than we do. But if Wallace hits this armored core, if the haste hits the armored core a couple of times, or even just once, I mean, we've already done it once, and we're over his HP at this point, so we should be fine. Yeah, we're fine. We're perfect. Day 1, more or less secured. Can't argue with that. It's a perfect start for us. It's going to be crazy if, well, we didn't even lose any health, I don't think. Yeah, we had 1 shield left, so we literally didn't lose health off that fight. Why do I have 200? No, I lost 1 health right at the start. Wild. I was about to say, why does Dually start with 249 health? That seems weird. All right. So this is going to give all of our shield items gain +2, and it deals damage equal to the highest value of shield item that we have, essentially. So Wallace is going to go really, really well. We want more stuff that hastes, and we want more stuff that goes quickly, because the Crusher Claw is good, but it takes a really long time. If we can get some sort of cooldown reduction on the Crusher Claw, I think that would be great. Your leftmost item has 8% crit chance. I guess it's always going to be the Crusher Claw having crit chance, which is kind of sad, because we want this over on the left. I mean, it doesn't really... But I was going to say there's an argument to do this, but that's just bad, because then the shield's not giving... The claw's not giving the Wallace more shield. So I think it has to be this. Which is very... Yeah, not great, but it's alright. Abandoned Ruins. Oh, we don't have an option to set up a scenery thing anymore, so we just get 2 bronze tier loot items. It was either that or a scrap, I think, so that's fine. See what we get. We get another med kit. We get a little bit of regen. I mean, if we ever get an item that actually gives us healing, that'd be pretty good. Tool, there's a lot of tools that Dooley has access to. I can't remember how many of them shield, but this could be good. Or alternatively, an upgrade hammer to upgrade the armored core might be better. Or a skill. I think an upgrade... Oh, well, we could just run into B1 and B2, and then that would completely nullify this. Let's get a tool. But yes! Yes! A small Chris Army Knife tool. Which is... Do we want 6 seconds over here? We might as well chuck him over here on the right. We should be able to beat the Rogue Scrapper with this build pretty fine, I think. We could Chris Army Knife over here, but he's not getting any shield. And we kind of want as much shield as possible. We'd also really... Oh, wait, you have an upgrade to the Crusher Claw. I assume because you've got a... Yeah, you do have a bronze Crusher Claw, which could be pretty good for us. And this only does 30 damage. Yeah, we clear this guy nice and easy breezy. All of our stuff gets buffed up. This gets buffed up because it's buffing all of this. Walls gets buffed up, does more damage. Yeah, this is a really nice synergistic run to start us off with. What a crazy run to just kind of drop into our lap out of nowhere. If we could get the upgrade Crusher Claw, that'd be fantastic, because you can only get this item from this. I believe this guy's the only one who has Crusher Claw. So if we could get this drop here, this would be huge. It's 1 out of 4, I think. Come on, baby. Nah. I mean, look, 30 max health is fine. It's not great, but I really... Oh, God. Would have been a perfect run at that point. Slow item or a neutral item. I don't think we're gonna... What slow item? What slow friend that Dooley has access? Wait, a slow item is a duct tape. No. Oh, could you imagine? Could you imagine how good that would have been? I would have soul read the shit out of that. Do I want 1 experience to put this plasma grenade out on the board? Or do I want nothing else because I'm doing a no-buy run so I can't spend money? I think that legitimately playing this game between these challenge episodes is making me worse for this challenge, because I keep thinking, oh, I'll just go here and spend money. And it's like, oh, no, that's kind of not how it works. All right, now you could give me the duct tape. That's not a duct tape. That's not great for us at all, actually. I mean, there's a build around this weapon. Haste, slow, freeze, poison, or burn. So we have haste, we have slow, and we have burn, but we only have slow and burn once. I don't think it's worth putting in. I think the Crusher Claw is going to clear it relatively quickly. Let's chuck another medkit out there just to confuse them. We're going to be versing XF Renegade. I reckon this is more pigs than I've seen. Like, these first 2 fights both being pigs after picking Dooley. I reckon that people are starting to cordon on to the fact 2 yo-yos? What the fuck? And a Ganjo? It's crazy. Wait, this yo-yo is actually going to go insane. Wait, what? What is this? I reckon that the amount of pigs that I've seen already kind of gives me a feeling that people are starting to cordon onto the fact that Vanessa is really strong, and Burst Vanessa specifically is really strong. So I think we're actually going to start getting to a point where... Are we dead? Yeah, we're dead. That was a crit as well with 5%. You sly dog. I think we're going to get to the point where a lot of people are starting to meta shift into playing more pigs and dualies just to combat how many, like, single weapon burst damage Vanessas are running around. Not even single weapon burst damage, but like double barrel full ammo build Vanessa is horrifying at the moment. Get a small weapon compared to some chocolate bars. I mean, sure, that's bad. That's fine. Also kind of a null and void one. B1 and B2 to upgrade the core. Small non-weapon. We kind of need to fill out our board because I kind of don't want this medkit. I mean, we do have this stupid gun which shoots really slowly now. B1 and B2 to upgrade the armored core. That's what I'm thinking. Small non-weapon could give us a shield item. Could give us a duct tape. Let's not get fixated on the duct tape, all right? We got fixated last run, and it didn't do us any good. So let's try... If we upgrade what we've got now, I think this is fine. I immediately regret doing this. Gives it a little bit of a buff and makes it give plus 15 to everything to the right. That's really good. I want to say that we beat you, but it's close. But if we beat you, it's really good for us because you've got the force field and you've got a bunch of stuff that cares about shield. When this gains haste, your items all gain plus 4% crit chances. Spectacular. This, whenever you shield, it gains 5 damage, which is also awesome. It goes every 5 seconds. It would literally just be a clear upgrade to laser pistol. Gold scrap's not great, but like I'll take it. And then this is fine. I don't think that there's a problem with this one. We should slowly get to the point where we just do more damage than they do. And it looks like we're there. Should be doing more damage than they do. Their force field should be doing nothing. The good thing about this item is it works really well with our build. The bad thing about force field is that if you do not build up shield quickly enough, and they manage to, if you have like all your shield items go off, this goes up to 1,000 damage, and then they do 1,000, that hurts. And then they do 1,000 damage to you in the time that between your shielding going off and your force field going off. It means that you just don't do any damage if that's your only big weapon. When this gains haste, your items gain 4 for the fight. This is probably just straight up better than this, I would assume. We do have a haste source, which is fine. We can grab the upgrade hammer here and upgrade our crusher claw and level up. So now we can upgrade our crusher claw and our Chris Army knife, which is kind of meh. I think we definitely upgrade you though. You get plus 4 shields, kind of miserable all things considered. And now I guess we can just chuck 10 seconds. 10 seconds for fucking 5 DPS. Slow all enemy items. I feel like the slow all enemy items is more beneficial than anything else that we've got here currently. Bronze tier skills. Nope. Your leftmost item has plus 16, plus 8, plus 16. Sure. Left lens, left eye. Tinker sells friends. Oh, what if I could, my friend? What if I could? We can mountain pass. I think as long as we don't low roll, let's say high roll a really expensive, dangerous fight. As long as we don't low roll a dangerous fight, we should be able to clear this. Ooh, I don't know about that one. That's a bit scary, honestly.
We want the world.
Yeah, all right, Prince Marianus. I miss when you were Hydra, dude. Oh, I mean, we got the haste on the Crusher Claw, which would have been excellent if the Crusher Claw was powered up. I think that we might get through this. The problem is that the only thing that's like really scary is how much health he has. Like, I don't think that we don't do enough to charge his electric eels a bunch. We've got about the same amount of health, and now we just hit a massive crit. That was really good for us. That was actually a crazy crit. We should be okay. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, it looks good.
He will avenge me. I know he will.
Deep King. Whoever Deep King is. Law drops. Law drops, everyone. Electric eels. Sure. Slow one item for 2 seconds, and when your enemy uses an item, charge this 1 second. I don't think we have the space for it to start off with, but I also just don't think it's very good. We are once more medkit on the board gaming. It'd be really funny if we do a really, really good run on this and I just put the medkit in the thumbnail. God, Scott, work out the right word for thumbnail. Right tool for the dot. Wait, the right tool. Your non-tool items have plus 5% crit chance for each tool that you have. You have one tool. You're gonna slow a bunch. You're gonna kill me with this mantis shrimp. Whoa! When you slow, this gains 10 damage and a burn, but it has 2 ammo. I guess because it's got 2 claws and it goes bang, bang, and then it's done. All right, most of your damage is gone now. And I should be more than fine to live through this poison. Yeah, I should be fine through the poison. Get a big hit off. If he dies before his seedweed goes off, that's really important. Yeah, okay, cool. Woo! Day 3, 2 wins. We're making it happen. We're making it happen, people. That was scary. That's the first, I think the first or the second time that I've dealt with the expansion cards on my opponent's side. Not on my side, because I'm not buying that shit. Add it to the game for free, or don't. I don't care. I'm not spending money on it. I guess it's Aerodrome because we don't really want 3 spare change, and this is nothing. So we go Aerodrome. We roll something that we can actually do, which is nice. What is going on? Okay, now I can open up my stash. I don't think upgrading anything here is good. I don't think upgrading you is good. Can't. It's literally you or any of these 4 or this. I don't think any of this is good. I'm going to hope that this upgrades the slow. It gives double the burn. Does it give double? It does give double the slow, which is okay. Small non-weapon item. Please fill out our board. +1 multicast if it is adjacent to a friend. +1 multicast if it is adjacent to a tool. Okay. So now I've just permanently got this on the field, by the way. It's very, very distracting. I'm just going to quickly exit the main menu and jump back into the run. Hopefully it's gone. It's, I would say that it's early access, but it's not anymore. It's open beta. So, like, there's still a couple of kinks that need to work out, like the monetization system, Lamau. But, you know, the rightmost burn item has +6 burn. So here's the thing. I think you need to go over here and you need to go over here, which is upsetting because it gets rid of one of our shield. Oh, wait, no, hang on. I'm being dumb. We just put you there. No, but the reason that we want you... So this is a really interesting thing about Dually, right? We want this soldering gun on the left-hand side because then it gets multicast 3, which means that it increases the amount that this goes off. Because it'll charge it, like every 6 seconds, it'll basically half charge up its cooldown. The easiest way to give this multicast 3 is to put Chris Army Knife next to it because it's 3 times... Because it's a friend and a tool. We don't have a friend or a tool that isn't a shield item. So we have to wonder, I think that this is better. right? Because it's losing out. We're losing out 15 shield every time this goes off by having it over here. But by having it over here, this just goes off so much more often. Because there's no way to have this. We've got to maybe find another friend with a tool. When you slow, your items gain 1% crit chance. Ooh. I guess we give you burn.
I'm proud of you.
Which is fine. You, a hexer. Used to be called like Technovirus or something like that. You are scary because you destroy our small items and you deal poison damage. We don't really want to fight you. I think we can fight this guy because I think he has a tool. And if he has a tool, we can probably slot that in instead of our laser pistol just so that we can get 1x multicast on this. Oh, you've also got goggles, which is an upgrade. That's nice. Which is a tool, potion, tool. He has when you haste, you shield 10. That'd be interesting. At least the Crusher Claw is still giving this a little bit of benefit, which is fine. Also, we are doing a crazy amount of burn damage now with this soldering. I mean, not a crazy amount, but you know, like 10, and then this goes off for 21. Like, it's not a small amount of burn damage. Okay. So now we can take you out, put you in, and maybe do something like this. Well, no, then you lose the crit. Be like this. No, but then you... Oh, positioning. Positioning. It's so difficult. We don't want... So, do I... Well, I just upgraded you. You here. Maybe you're just not worth it. Adjacent weapons gain 5 damage and adjacent shield items gain 5 shield. You're so useless, actually, now that I think about it a little bit more. What the hell? Alright, I think we're just sticking to this. If we can get heavy on soldering gun, then there's an argument to run the electric eels. No, there's not. It's whenever an opponent uses an item. Forget me. Don't worry about it. Gain 4 gold, eating contest. I guess there's nothing to be done. We just... I don't think we're ever using you, buddy. I don't think that there's ever a way in which we can use you effectively. I can't spend money. Gotta remember, can't spend money. I immediately went to just break my own rules. Yum, 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 yum. Let's go. Kev's Armory. I would love to. I would love to visit Kev's Armory, but instead we're going to go see if we can do another fight. Nice. You're fine. You do a lot of damage very quickly. But I think if we get 1 shield off, you should be... I didn't move my Crushing Claw back. No! I hope this thing crits, because if it doesn't, I'm going to feel so bad. Hopefully my Plasma Grenade crits. God damn, that is a lot of burst damage. Okay, it didn't crit, which is sad. But you know what? He's burning to death right before my very eyes, and we are alive, which is great. I don't want anything off of this board. Yeah, I literally don't want anything off of this board at all. If we had run the crit core, there's an argument that this would be fine. But like, okay, move you back. Because like, you're going to go off multiple times. You're only going to go off one. Well, I mean, we're versing a Vanessa. There's a very high chance that you only go off once. But you know what? Let's wait and see. Jamrock.
You should know. I'm a legend.
Any of my Disco Elysium fans out there? Know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Alright, we're getting poisoned. This Langjon's a bit scary. It has a 30%. I was going to say it only has a 30% crit chance, but it could just one-shot us here. I didn't, which is good. I don't necessarily know... Oh, well, you're just dying, so it doesn't matter. I'm too busy looking at my own health bar. I'm not looking at your situation in which you are just dead. So I think these soldering guns are really doing, like, good work for us, and having this over here is really good for us. I would love to get something that gets rid of this bloody laser pistol. Silver tier friend? There's a couple of friends that shield, aren't there? I think so. Hang on, I'm going to open up Bazaar. Hey, you know what time it is. we are 22 minutes into a video. And I'm opening How Bazaar, and that means that it is now your opportunity while I sit here and adjust my filters to potentially like and subscribe the video if you are still here and still hanging out. Either you're auto-playing me in the background while you just chill and do something else, which, you know what? Wash those dishes, King. Do what you need to do. But if you are here, and you are enjoying this content, please consider subscribing. Makes me happy. Brick Buddy would be good if we could fit him in. I just don't know if we could fit him in. Copper Ed, Poisons and Shields, Wallace, which we already have. Okay, so there's about 5. Yeah. Brick Buddy's probably the best one for us, but I just don't know how he would fit into the situation. Because he is 2 spaces. I'm not sure. I'm just going to go for a silver tier item, hope for a small battery. Charge the item to the left of this times 2. To the left of this times 2. Are you better than this? You could get the... You better than the laser pistol? 4 seconds, you charge the soldering iron? Could be better. We could also put you on the crusher claw, like here, so that you charge the crusher claw so that it actually goes off faster. I don't know, let's try chucking you here and see what happens. Let's go for another fight. And we did get another fight. It is really interesting how often you get fights in this game.
It's all standard, I assure you.
It's all pretty standard, I assure you. I assure you. That's a financial term. Got him. I think the 10 burst burn is also really good, and the slow is really helpful for our survivability. Their shark ray is going kind of crazy though, which is a little bit scary. Hopefully our burn sees us through. We got the crit! Oh. He doesn't have any way to crit, but I'm fairly certain that if we hadn't have crit there, the cash cannon and the shark ray combined would have taken us out. Cash cannon's kind of useless for us. That's okay, we just got a little bit more experience. 4 extra XP is nothing to scoff at. Small non-weapon item. Is there anything in here that I want to change? Well, I mean, I'm getting you because both of you guys sell stuff. When you use the core or another ray, this and an adjacent poison item gain 2 poison. Would be spectacular if I was in poison, but I'm not. I think I just sell this cash cannon. I don't ever see a way in which we make that work. Power drill plus gamma ray. It's there's probably something there, but I don't know. Can I beat Gorgon? I think so. We've got enough dot that I can probably kill her. Assuming that she doesn't build up her poison too quickly. 7 seconds, 5 seconds, 6 seconds. I think we should be okay. We do get to slow all of her stuff down. She's got a little bit of regen, but nothing crazy. This is going to give her a lot more regen, but she's on 50 burn at half health, so she should be dead. Yeah, she's out of here. Don't worry about it. How are we turning this into a burn build? Like, just soldering gun Kusami knife is such a crazy combination with, like, a little bit extra burn. Basilisk Fang. Create a silver tier or lower item. Oh, what is soldering gun? What is soldering gun upgrade to? Can I turn these off? Thank you. Soldering gun just gets +1 burn. So it is arguably the worst upgrade that we could pick off of our board, I think. Sorry, trying to make sure that the microphone's like decently close to me, but also like not immediately in my face. And I can move my hand. A lot of little things going on. Create a silver tier item. Battery, I think, charges 3 seconds. Does. It charges 3 seconds at gold. You would give more shield. You would give yourself more shield, but it's more beneficial to just give you more shield. You would give everything more shield. Is it battery? That feels weird. I don't know if I like that. It's better to give everything +2 shield. Or is it better to give through 2 things plus 15? Probably this one, right? And then there's an argument to put the battery on it so that it just goes off more quickly. And we don't worry about soldering gun. Hard choice, honestly. I think we do armored core. I think there's still a world in which we are able to get enough stuff like on the left that goes quickly so that this gets buffed and we can have like I could probably take out plasma grenade. I feel like plasma grenade's really helping us at the moment, but I think I could honestly take it out if I needed to. Let's get a shield item. I want to say awful. I'm gonna say awful. Get rid of you. This is 8 gold. Get out. Don't worry about it. 80 gold we're up to. Scrap for extra shield. What goes off first? One of you two goes off first. Scrap for extra shield's probably pretty good. We're not using you. We don't have a heal item. This is only going to be a silver tier scrap as well. Actually, you know what? I'm thinking I'm going to get rid of you so that we have more room. I'm really hesitant to sell loot items because I'm like, man, if I just hold on to them, one day they'll be useful. And that's, you could say that for pretty much every item, which is why I was holding on to the power drill as well. But I don't think that the power drill has any chance of being used with what we've got here. Because, and look, the way that this challenge works, look, DMS. The way that this the way that this challenge works is we are on like day 5. Our build is almost set in stone at this point. Like something like we have to come across some heat for us to do anything different than what we've got. I think we should be okay here. I think we're just going to get too much shield. And we're just going to burn them to death while we shield through their damage. Yeah, we're good. We're fine. Ooh. Oh, bronze victory. First thing in the morning, a nice little bronze victory. That's how you like to see it. Oh, okay. Now, the thing is, I think we lose pretty consistently to anybody who has bad roll. We lose pretty consistently to anybody who's running a lot of poison damage. Because we don't have any method of healing. Our game is basically live through the early burst and either burn them to death, or if we last long enough, kill them with a claw to the head. I mean, there's almost an argument to run this on the left so that it gets 16% chance crit instead of the claw. But the claw can just like one-shot somebody sometimes. All right, so we take chocolate bars here. 3 silver tiers is 60. This is 50. So I guess we take 3 silver tier chocolate bars. I have just woken up, by the way, and like jumped straight into recording. So do forgive me if I just trip over my words every now and again. We rolled Nufu, so we get regen, we get it, whatever we're given at that stage. This in the background, every time that this is slow, like this art is minimized, I don't see this as him holding a chain that's around its neck. I think that this is like a horrible, like stitched abomination, and this is like a massive stitch line running down its chest. Just a little bit of inside info for you. I think we just fight Lone Shark again for the max XP, because I don't think Foreman does anything for us, but you saw me move my head to the right, so now you know that I'm checking out our Bazaar. He's got a Chris Army knife at silver. He's got a power sander, crane. When you use a tool, adjacent items next to it gain. Adjacent items next to it? Yeah, sure thing. He's got a cog which hastes one adjacent item for 1 second, which could pretty consistently give this haste. Which could give everything crit chance. I don't think that he's that good. I think we just go Loan Shark. From everything that I'm seeing off of his kit, he doesn't look super great. So we are just going to be fighting the good old-fashioned give me max amount of experience, please and thank you, so that I can level up faster and see my enchantment sooner. That's the name of the game. Get to the enchantment ASAP. I was going to say, as long as he doesn't crit, we should be fine. I don't think that this guy can crit. But we can, apparently. This Crusher Claw has a 16% crit chance. This man just got domed in the head twice by it. And it was both, a little bit of income. A little bit of income. And you are a very fast shield option. You shield in 4 seconds. So what would we take out if we were going to go down this route? I want to take out the goggles, but then that kind of harms us, right? Let's grab a haste and charge skill. When you shield haste, I don't think that exists. Gold tier skills. I think haste and charge skills is good. First time you use a large item, the first time you freeze each fight, the first time you haste each fight. Well, I guess we take that one because that's the only one that we can do. Docks to get a shield item. I'm going to sit and think about this ATM for a minute. Let's go docks and get a shield item. Shield 10 for each small item you have, including stash. If you have another apparel item in play, this item's cooldown is reduced by 50%. This is an apparel. This is an apparel item. We roll into a raw med kit. Now, there's another argument to be made that we just run something like this. And then take this out as well. We can't really take that out, unfortunately. We can move you here. Put you in 110 shield, which means that the Crusher Claw is doing 110 off the rip, which is not bad. Sorry, I just got a notification. I have How Bazaar open, and I just got a notification from my antivirus. So, what am I doing? 4.5 second cooldown, 7 second cooldown, 8 second cooldown. You're also a 4 second cooldown. You're a tech. You're not a tool. You're a tool. I don't know what the difference between a tech and a tool is. I guess the difference between the two is that, like, you're an analog thing and you're like a digital thing, right? So this is considered tech because it's like the armored core. With a graffiti down there. Anyway, sorry, getting distracted. Am I sitting at? Okay, we're getting a med kit. Thanks, med kit. We've got 3 medkits in our inventory right now. 3 medkits in our stash, and we're going up against a Vanessa. Yeah, I guess there is also an argument that we could just get rid of all of this because I don't want them, because they're giving me the shits. Doing that immediately hurt my fucking cargo shorts because I forgot what that item did, so I guess we're not running that item. Is it better to run you than this? This is 8 seconds. This is going to go off twice for every one time that you go off, which means that you're basically the same. And you're just going to get more benefit, right? This is never... Well, I mean, it can get haste sometimes, but it's 4% crit? Doesn't really seem like a lot. And you're going to slowly get more strong. More strong? You're slowly going to get more powerful over time. If we can get more small items to fill out our stash, I can see us running this. Maybe. No, Wallace is so good, though. Wallace is so good. And you're just faster. I think this is fine. I think this is better than the goggles. It goes off twice for every time that the goggle goes off once, and it needs to be, like, buffed. Well, I mean, it's already basically doing the same amount of shielding. It's just going off more often. Yeah, I think this is fine. I didn't double check to make sure that everything's in the right spot, but it looks like we're pretty Good. So, Biao Do. You've got a diamond beach bowl, and you've got a shielding jellyfish and a shielding catfish and a crusher claw. This is a strange build, and it looks like you might rinse me. Does this give everything haste? Oh, because you're giving this charge, and then this is giving everything else haste. Well, we need to kill you fast. But it doesn't look like it's happening. I think we're not going to die to your crusher claw because your shield is going up too slow. But you're not going to die to our burn, and we may die to your poison. Yeah, we're taking 100 damage every second now. No, there's no chance. Okay, so that's more or less the build. I mean, that's not the build. Realistically speaking, if neither of those things were shielded, we were fine. Like, if either of those, like, 2 poison ability items didn't have shielding on them, we probably would have cleared that. Which is a scary thought. See, now there's a world in which we run... I don't know. I feel like this is really consistent at the moment. I think I want to upgrade the battery and potentially move the battery onto the armored core. What is this coming through? Is it because of this one? Hang on 1 second. I just got another notification from my antivirus and it's freaking me out a little bit. I'm not going to lie. So we can take chocolate bars here, and then our cargo shorts will be at like 130 or 120. And then we could put this in with the goggles, but then that really hurts our Wallace. We could put it in instead of the battery, but then that hurts our damage, right? Because we could do something like this. And then this goes off every 4.5 seconds. We could sell this and get... Oh, you're such a nice shield item, though. Yeah... I think this is fine. I think 6 seconds is fine for this to go off, but I can't say for sure. I'm going to leave it like this for now. And I think I might sell out of some of these so that we can get more chocolate bars. We need, what, 2 spots? Get rid of you, get rid of you. There's a chance, there's a chance if we get really lucky with our drops, we could pivot completely into raise. I'm never saying that that's not an option. So how much are you shield? You're shielding 120 off the rip. Which means that if we put you and goggles out... Is there a way... Maybe we put Turbo Wallace out next to the soldering gun and just take the L? Well, no. I think it's this now, because this means that our Crusher Claw is automatically doing 120 and we're already shielding 120 every time it goes off. It just means that our soldering gun's not going to go off as quickly. Let's try it at least for the PvE fight and see how we deal. Anytime that we're going to get an item, we need to sell some small items, which is going to hurt our cargo shorts in the long run, but it also has the capability. We could get a small item here, which we did. This is shield 15 and burn 2. So we can sell one of our chocolate bars and then grab this. Spectacular. Radiant Corset, do I eat you for lunch? You burn a bunch, but I shield a bunch. And I think I rinse you? I think the revive is what's scary. But I think we can kill you. Because we also stack up a bunch of burn. Ooh, the anchor's a bit scary. Let's give it a little bit. And we'll see how we go. And then once this is done... Yeah, okay, we're shielding a decent amount. That's not bad. We froze the fiery katana, which is like... I mean, it was good back in the previous patch when this was like burning us for like 7 every time. Now it's kind of milquetoast, but you know what? We take the good with the bad. We're giving him a little bit of burn. Oh, he crit with the anchor, man. The 25% crit chance. And also, I just realized his spyglass hit our Crusher Claw, which means our damage is like absolutely destroyed. We are shielding quite a lot, but we have to get through his whole last second health bar before we die. Which I just don't think is possible. No, so close. I think if we had gotten those, I don't know. If we'd gotten those pants off, if that spyglass had hit anything that wasn't the Crusher Claw, I think we would have done better. Like, I feel like if the spyglass had hit Chris Army Knife, it was just a shoo-in. Like, we just won because this guy's literally only here to give Soldering Gun multicast. That's literally all he's there for. He doesn't do anything else. All right, let me just think about this 1 second. All right, so we want to take, I think, a silver item here. I mean, silver tier loot's actually probably pretty good because we have the capacity to get something that we don't want to sell anything for the cargo shorts, right? I mean, we could sell this. Maybe. Hard. I don't think that we're improving. Apologies. I don't think that we are improving on the run by getting any different items. I think we're kind of good and we just need to improve what we can. I didn't. So because so many of those options just give you like the thing like pops up so that you can grab it. That one doesn't. That one just puts it straight in your inventory, and I didn't have an empty slot, so I just lost my loot item. So I just effectively lost my level up reward, which is not awesome, if I'm going to be honest with you. Let's take a fight. Anything could happen. Burninator bot's probably pretty good for us, honestly, because we're going to stack up a bunch of shield. They're going to try and stack up a bunch of burn. We could get a flamethrower. I don't know what a flamethrower would do for us. Of course, he slowed my one big damage item, but we slowed his one large item, I guess, so. Slow haste one item for 2 seconds. That seems pretty good, honestly. We are just going to stack up so much shield that his burn is just not going to do anything because he doesn't really have... Other than this weak point detector, this weak point detector is where all of his scaling is. I'm sure he has scaling because I'm sure that this started at 2 damage. Where's the scaling coming from? It's definitely coming from this weak point detector. But we take that pretty concisely. Flamethrower would be an interesting drop. Okay, it's the pylon, which I don't even think if we necessarily want it. If we want it, we're selling the ATM. I kind of want to try and find a way to slot this ATM in. Is there any world in where we take out this Crusher Claw and just stick? Yeah, it's so hard. There's so many, like, this is such a good option to have in place, but Cargo Shorts just has so much raw shield off the start that it stops us from dying immediately. The problem is that this has a fixed end point in terms of how much damage it can like negate, because like the ceiling for this is that once it's diamond it shields for 20 for each small, and then it takes up 2 slots, which means that it can take 18 smalls, which means that it only ever shields for 360 at the maximum. This can go higher, but it needs to go higher, it needs to get hit by this and this like a lot, and we need a way to consistently get this armored core shooting off more often. And then even then, this is only good if we've got this goggles in, and goggles feels like it's hurting us because it's an 8-second cooldown, and when this gains haste, but it doesn't. We've got one haste enabler. This run is so complicated for no reason. Why? Like this run's crazy good, and I'm really hesitant to just kind of throw anything away because I don't want to ruin our run. I don't think that there's any way that but I don't need money. I don't need money. Am I going to use this? Slow one item for 2 seconds, and when you slow haste one item for 2 seconds, we literally have one thing that slows. And it's this. So this and pylon. I'm not running this. I'm not running pylon. I'm just going to move past it. I don't need the money. I'm not doing a gold stacking build. Unfortunately, we rolled Nufu, which means we get whatever this is. Oh, sell a chocolate bar for that. okay. I don't think that there's a world in where we use rays. I feel like if you're going to run rays, you need to run ignition core with the Omega Ray, because that's the best one. Omega Ray is the one that burns, and it has, when you use the core or another ray, this and adjacent items gain X amount of burn. I think X depends on what level it is. But this is 2 rays. Oh, it's just not that good with the core. It'd be okay if we were running. Yeah, I think Ignition Core is kind of the best one to run. And then realistically speaking, the next best one is the Friend Core, and you hope that you get the Illuser Ray, which is the Manta Ray from Vanessa, because funnily enough, that actually counts as a ray. And then you can get some multicast on it, but it's just not enough. Let's think about what we've got here and now. Here and now, against Bammy, or Bammy. I think this is the best that we've got. I think I'm just going to run it. I'm considering taking Crusher Claw out, even though it's our only real method of damage. And my reasoning for that is that it's very slow, and we could just get more shield. If we ever find a spiky shield, for some reason, this is out. Like, this is just gone, I think. And then we can probably put a spiky shield in place and put it all the way over here on the right. And then have this on the left. Yeah. I think that's our best upgrade. Our next best upgrade would probably be to find something that can replace the goggles. So another small... A small... Monocle would honestly be pretty decent. I think, weirdly enough, we're back at Monocle. Fiery Javelin. When you haste, reload this one ammo. And you've got a Lang Jean that's about to hit me for 500. Get rid of all of my shielding. I think we're doomed. We just don't have any... We can't build up any shield. And the fire that we're giving them, the burn... Where are you getting all this regen from? You just have plus 10 regen. I guess that'll do it. Dead here? Oh, we're still alive. Nope. we were until the Fiery Javelin sealed the deal. Plus 10 regen. Was this plus 10 regen? What's this one? Leftmost item has 15 value. That means nothing. Where's your other 5 regen coming from? You must have gone to Finn's, I guess. Okay. That's fine. I don't know why I'm analyzing other people's builds, trying to figure out like why they're winning against me, when it's really just a matter of like they've just got a better build than me at this current juncture. So you really want Monocle, which is a small non-weapon item, because that's an apparel that can slip in instead of goggles, which is faster and shields us more. And then we could keep cargo shorts. Alternatively, we can put ATM instead of cargo shorts, but then we would probably also want Monocle. I think Monocle and Spiky Shield are the 2 big ones that we're looking for. We have the eating contest, so we can sell. We could sell the ATM and get 2 small items to buff this by an extra 20. I don't know how impactful that would be. I don't think that there's any way that I'm slotting this in. Now that I think about it a little bit more, I don't think that, like, it being on 4-second cooldowns is awesome, but cargo shorts is just doing better. Like, there's just nothing. It's on a 0.5 second faster cooldown, and cargo shorts is already shielding so much more. So I think now that I think about it a little bit more, you are gone. You gone, you gone, you gone, Dugong. Dugong, one of the Pokemon of all time. Am I right? Dugong gamers. Alright, now we have... So our cargo shorts are currently maxed out. If we can upgrade cargo shorts, it will literally double this shielding. Oh, not double. It'd increase it by 5. So it would like give it a 50% boost. Unfortunately, we rolled get a small weapon, which is okay because it means that we can sell one of our chocolate bars and gain that. Level up. Enchant an item with poison effects. Alright, well... We are 51 minutes into the video again. Open up how Bazaar time. Armored core. Poison. Toxic equal to 10% of this item's shield. I assume that that's just going to be like across the board, right? Poison on the cargo shorts is 10% of its shield. Apologies again. Claw. Crusher Claw, 10% of damage. Yeah. Is this going to be 10% of its burn if I do soldering iron? Soldering gun? Poison equal to this item's burn. Okay. Is there a world in which we get a better thing than 21 poison? 21 poison that buffs anytime we get a skill that buffs damage on the burn. 21 poison. We could get something that hastes to give this more crit chance, but I don't think that that's really that important. What other things can you get? Double burn, shield equal to 10. Shield equal to 10 times its burn. Shielded would be pretty good. Is it just this regardless though? Turbo's good. Icy's eh. Slow's fine. Shiny is an extra multicast. Obsidian would be okay. I think we roll for it. Shielded would be kind of goated, I think. No, it's slow, so it just slows. That's probably not great. I don't think we have any chance about beating Dragon because we need to do more damage to it than it does to us very quickly. So I'm going to give that one a pass. I don't think we get anything good from Car Conductor. He has like a lot of vehicle-related nonsense. So I think we just got to go fight the Cosmic Rock. Kind of disappointed on the slow. I think the slow was probably the worst one for us to get. Like Obsidian would have been fine. Crit chance would have been okay. So maybe Deadly would have been pretty bad. But hey, it is what it is. I really was hoping for Turbo. I feel like Turbo really would have sealed the deal and helped us quite a bit. This gains haste. Your items gain 3%. Oh, this is literally just goggles, but slightly worse. Like in all aspects. This is your shield weapons. Your shield items gain +4 shield, and your weapons gain +4 damage. And when you crit, charge this 1 second. I don't know if there's a world where... I mean, we've only got one weapon then. We're relying on Chris Army Knife to do literally anything. Like, do all of our damage for us. And that seems bad, but it's alright. We don't have to make the decision. Now, we do lose a little bit of shielding on the cargo shorts, assuming that we get 3 spare change. Fins to get max health and more regen. I think I'm selling this regardless, right? And so I want to take this apparel item out so that it drops this cooldown down as much as possible. That drops it by 0.5 of a second. And now it's basically at what the HM was at, so you know, there's that. I think Fins is okay here. 5 regen, so minuscule at this point, but so is 10 shield. I think the max health kind of beats it, right? Oh wait, we can get our shield items gain +10 shield. Yes, a little bit more of a buff. Well, we rolled 2 skill sellers or 2 sellers, so we've got to go gain 5 gold for no reason. Want Uwu eyes. Want Uwu. Okay. I think this is like, I know that we've got all these items sitting in our stash, that we've got like a smorgasbord of things to pick from, but I just think that this is the best setup that we've got at this current juncture. It's really not that great, but this is like, we had a really, really strong start, and I thank the game for it. We got a really, really strong start. You added this back to the game? What the hell? Wait, is this like an old ghost? I didn't think Beast of Burden was back in the game. This has the types of items that it's only of items that you have. Alright, they nerfed it into the ground. But it's still doing 200. I think we just lose this. I don't think that there's any realm in which we build up enough burn to get past all of his shield. And I don't think we build up enough shield to combat his raw shield. Why? This has the types. Okay, so you have a property, which means Beast of Burden has a property technically. which means that when it casts 6 times, all of your weapons gain 10 damage and 10 shield. Ah. I didn't know that Beast of Burden was back in the game, man. That shit got removed because it was busted. All right, back at the crossroads. Stacia. Yeah, I don't want heal items.
Mine is sadness.
I don't heal. I don't know why I chose the random one. I don't want anything. Do we just re-roll? Yeah, to re-roll this. Ah. Awesome. What I meant to say is I really hope that we get a heal effect. Because so dumb. Chocolate bars. We sell chocolate bars. We sell this stinger. And then we get 5 chocolate bars. I also realized that my calculations are wrong. These can't... double seller. Nope. You're going to nerf our cargo shorts by 2 instances. Sells skills unique to dually. I don't even know what skills unique to dually we would want. Teaches burn skills. You might be able to give this more burn. When you use a friend burn 2, the first 5 times you burn each fight, charge 1 shield item 1 second. And when you burn your items, gain crit chance. Wow, that's some ass. That's all bad. Hey, Rainad, what's going on? I don't think we beat the Enclave Reaper Revenant because they're just going to stack up a bunch of poisons. So we'll go versus Rainad. When you slow, gain 2 regen. Slow 2 items for 2 seconds. Adjacent items of 25%. I have not seen this item. I guess you can only get it from him. When you crit, charge this 2 seconds and it slows 2 items. When you slow, gain 2 regen for the fight. You know what? That would honestly be pretty good if we had our slow soldering gun. So I guess the moral of the story is don't look a gift horse in the mouth, I guess. We might lose to his guy, which is kind of crazy. We really need a way to make our armored core do more and do it more often, because this is like the scaling that the armored core is giving us is just like not enough for our crusher claw to do anything. Really would like to have it do something. Like, I got so excited with this, and then Jason items gain 10% crit chance for the fight and shield 5? Shield 5? Why shield 5? I mean, I guess it does the job here, right? But we can't put you in instead of anything. This run feels so close to being, like, phenomenal. And it's just not. 40 healing and 40 shielding. Rocket launcher. Probably the left of this has double value in combat and has its cooldown reduced by 5%. Rocket launcher. Bad, I think. 7 seconds for burn 3 on multicast. And we rolled Nufu. Fucking Nufu. No, get out of here. Alright, gamers. Sure. I think I'm gonna be honest with everyone. I think we're dead. I don't think that there is a chance that we win this. I think we take Crusher Claw out. I don't think it's doing anything. And how about I can't put you in because you're a burn item. Like this, I guess. Let's figure it out, I guess. Like I've got literally no idea. I think this is as good as we get. All right. Well, now I can put you here and you can crit. Awesome. Let's go. Let's just call it a day. Get the Crusher Claw out of there. Crusher Claw really wasn't doing anything for us. Come on, Dolphin Girl. Time to absolutely annihilate me. Man, you know what's crazy is that with the speed at which these runs go, which is not fast, and it's of course it's a poison build. Of course. Why? Of course, my lord. Why would it not be a poison build? At least I've got a little bit of healing now, but this is crazy. This is like the only thing that they could have rolled, that we could have rolled, where we just basically have zero chance of beating it. That's insane. I'm coming to notice that with these runs, even just getting 4 victories and getting like bronze victories is taking like an hour each time. You're gonna know when I hit like a really good run that does like a lot for us, because it's gonna be like a 3-hour video, which, you know what, you're welcome if it's the kind of stuff that you enjoy, because oh boy, we're gonna be going pretty hard. Hopefully, maybe I just need to play a little bit faster, but I feel like every single decision in this challenge matters. We got another bronze victory, so let's look at the positives. All right, we got another bronze victory. That's our like 3rd bronze victory of the challenge. Like we're making moves, we're making headway. I'm gonna take a quick little screenshot because I need it. And yeah, I feel like this was like, I don't know. I feel like this was like a spiky shield waiting room. I think if we had anything here that we wanted to take out, we'd take out the... See, but saying, as soon as I think about taking out the goggles, it would just hurt cargo shorts so much that I'm thinking it legitimately might have just been taking out the cargo shorts, hope to live, and run the spiky shield. But what are you going to do? We didn't get the force field. We didn't get the spiky shield. Like, those are our big upgrades. We definitely didn't get the monocle, which would have been hand over fist. I think a hand over fist would have been a better upgrade. Then it's like 1 second off. So, I mean, it's an upgrade, but anyway, that's all from me today. Thank you so much for hanging out. If you have made it all the way to the end of the video, please consider subscribing and like the video. It does help out a lot, makes me feel good. And I will hopefully see you again tomorrow, if not soon. Have a wonderful whatever it is, wherever you are, and